I am very proud to bring to the stage my son, 200K Select, Tommy Johnson.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Whoa. Holy moly. This is pretty cool up here. Mom, thank you. I couldn't hold my emotions back there. I tried to ignore that. The first time I saw those slides, we'll have a word after this. I want to tell you guys kind of the Reader's Digest version of my story, because a few of you in here might actually relate with this. It was 5 years ago. My mom signed me and my wife up for XanGo, and I thought she'd finally lost her mind. We signed up just to humor her, started drinking the juice, had good results, and she kept trying to get me to take a look at the business for a long time. You've got to look at the business part. You've got to look at the business part. And I thought, what is she talking about? And she ended up putting me on the phone with the greatest network marketer of all time, a guy named Bob Schmidt. And Bob asked me the question. He said, Tommy, what is it exactly that you think you know about network marketing? What is it exactly that you think you don't like about network marketing? And I said, it's not. And I started saying all the stuff that everybody says, you know, you've heard it before. And he let me trip all over myself for a couple minutes, and he goes, the reason I ask is because I have more personal and professional freedom than anybody I know. I've been in the industry for 33 years, made millions of dollars. Robert Kiyosaki, Donald Trump, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Zig Ziglar's, and a slew of others not only accept this industry, but when it's done properly, they praise it. He said, so I'm just curious what you know that we all haven't figured out yet. Anybody who knows Bob. And then he softened it, and he said, no is okay, but Tommy, you owe it to yourself and your family to be crystal clear on what you might be saying no to. So I did some diligence, and sure enough, everything that he said was accurate. But I didn't know in my heart of hearts that I could do this. And I wasn't going to go around and tell everybody that I was going to do something if I wasn't for sure that I could. And my mom drugged me to that Las Vegas regional event like this, except much smaller, and sure enough, I made us sit in the aisle, in the back, my arms crossed. The aisle, so I only had to sit by one person. And I watched the vision of these founders. I saw where this company was going, and I thought, what in the world is going on here? This is going where it's going with or without me. And so I started opening my mind, but then right before the break, the company did something brilliant. They had all the people that had reached the pin level of 20K and above cross the stage. And some of them were up there in tears, some of them were dancing, they were all happy, they were all living out their dreams. And I perked up and I thought, what do these people know? And then they gave them these little ribbons. And in the break, when my mom wasn't looking, I'd go around and hang out with these people and listen into what they were saying, because people were always huddled around them. And they were just like me. The thing I noticed is that they came in all shapes and sizes. Successful XanGo distributors, some were tall, some weren't so tall, some were already successful, some weren't. Some had experience, some didn't. Some were educated, some not so educated. And I just couldn't justify that they could do something that I couldn't do. So I came home, and I said, Bob, what do I do? He said, start telling people. And so I started telling people, and a few people decided to join me. Justin Bryce, 100K Premeir, said, I'm in. Several other people said, I'm in. But some people laughed at me. They said I couldn't do it. And I clearly remember what Josh Cameron said to me and how it made me feel, where we were. This guy was people who are my friends. I remember what Scott Truitt said to my wife and how it made us feel. I remember what Brian Carey said. I remember when my in-law told me that I couldn't do it and my family would suffer. Stay in real estate. You can't do this. And I walked right into my wife, Lindsay, and I said, honey, these people just guaranteed our success. I'm not going to let somebody rub my nose in something like a puppy dog. People are going to try to put your fire out. Don't empower them with your quitting, guys. You know, failure is one thing, but quitting is a self-imposed prison. You know what I wanted to do? I told Bob one day, I said, I want to buy a Rolls Royce, and I want to pull up into their driveway and honk, put a bottle of XanGo in, and just wave. I'm not even going to get out. People ask Lindsay and I all the time, what's life like? You know what? It's the same, guys. We just don't worry. We don't worry. We take our kids to McDonald's once in a while. That's right, I said it, Dr. Johnson. We want to go on vacation. We don't worry about it. I don't miss a sporting event. I don't miss a dance recital. I'm the only father on field trips. It's the greatest thing in the world, folks. It's worth every bit you put into this. I want to thank my mom for being the best mom and persisting. Thank you, Barbara Schmidt and Bob, for being the best mentors in the world. Thank you, Sherman Uncle, for being the greatest professional leader I've ever met. My wife, Lindsay, for being the best wife in the world, honey. I couldn't have done it without your support. Thanks for believing in me. You know, I know everybody in here has desire because you're here, right? And I hope you guys have heart. And I hope you choose to be coachable. And I hope you learn what it means to treat this business like a real business. Because if you do that, you can expect, not hope, to cross this stage in the near future. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. So for all you note takers out there, you might want to write this one down. Little secret. There is nothing that everybody in these front rows can do that everybody in this room can't do. Nothing. And I hope you feel that way, because I don't buy into that for a second. You know, I hear people all the time say, yeah, well, Corey Citron, he's got to stand for grad with a 4.0 grade point on him. That's why he can do it. Well, Sandy Cohen and Ned Cohen, they've been in lots of companies. That's why they can do it. David Butler, he's been in a lot of different deals. That's why he can do it. Well, he wasn't born with a network marketing spoon in his mouth. Sherman Uncle, he's Sherman. That's why he can do it. No, that's not why. I came into this with no experience, a bad attitude, and the only thing I ever graduated from was anger management. Look at Eric Welch, one of the greatest leaders I've ever met, an inspiration to me every day. That's right. Stay at home, aspires to be a stay-at-home dad, was living on food stamps, drawing unemployment with 5 children. How do you explain Betty Quattlebaum, living in the basement of her mom's home in the deepest depression of her life? How do you explain my sister, a stay-at-home mom with 4 boys, never did network marketing before? My mom was 59 years old, renting a room from a friend with no 401k and out of money. You know what the leaders in the front of this room have in common? There's one common denominator. They've all got heart. You know what? Let others live a small life, not you. Take this business by the throat, guys, and live out your dreams. Cross this stage. 54 millionaires created. Check back in a year. And the leaders in these front rows, they understand that. They work for you guys. They're in your corner. Reach out to them. And I hope you guys lock yourself in with a strong enough why. I hope you bring expectation to the table. And I hope that you've got heart. Again, you can expect to be up here if you do. God bless the 6 men that started this company. God bless this great country. God bless Sharon Davidson Ungefer. God bless Bob Schmidt. And God bless you all. Thank you.